Imagine reaching into your change jar and pulling out a coin that looks like just another old penny. But what if I told you that this ordinary looking coin could be worth far more than 1 cent? The 1944 Liberty Wheat Penny is one of those coins that has surprised collectors and sellers for decades. After the intro, if you have this coin, it might turn the tables for you. So stick around until the end of the video where I will share its price and how you can sell it for maximum value. The Wheat Penny series, also known as the Lincoln Cent Wheat Reverse, was produced between 1909 and 1958. The 1944 issue is particularly interesting because it was minted during the final years of World War II. In 1943, due to a shortage of copper, pennies were struck in steel coated with zinc. By 1944, the mint returned to striking coins in copper but used recycled shell casings from the war effort. This gave the 1944 penny not only historical significance, but also a unique connection to wartime. America. 3 U.S. mints produced the 1944 penny, Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a small d, and San Francisco with an S. All three versions saw very high mintages, meaning millions were made. Yet despite this, collectors pay close attention to condition, mint mark, and varieties because these are what make certain 1944 pennies especially valuable. The most famous and rarest variety of the 1944 penny is the steel version, due to leftover steel planchets from 1943 being struck in 1944 by mistake. A tiny number of 1944 steel wheat pennies exist. These are among the most valuable Lincoln cents ever produced, with auction prices reaching into 6 figures. Even standard copper 1944 pennies can command strong prices when found in pristine condition or with striking errors. Error coins add another layer of interest. Double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets from 1944 are all documented. And such coins can dramatically increase in value because they attract serious collectors. When it comes to today's market, most circulated 1944 wheat pennies sell for a few cents to a few dollars on eBay and other platforms. However, uncirculated examples, especially in mint state grades, can fetch between $10 and $50 or more. Proof-like coins or coins graded at the highest levels by professional services can go much higher. Auction houses like Heritage and Stack's Bowers have sold rare 1944 varieties for thousands. The steel version of the 1944 penny is in a league of its own, often selling for tens of thousands depending on grade. Collectors will pay a premium because of its rarity and the fascinating story behind it. This coin is more than just a piece of copper. It reflects the history of America during a time of global conflict, when even small coins played a part in the war effort. Every 1944 penny you hold carries with it a reminder of resilient sacrifice and the economic adjustments of that era. A coin in your collection that seems so ordinary yet could carry a story powerful enough to change how you see its true value. What if I told you that the 1989 Liberty $half, a coin many people overlook, might just be one of those treasures that could turn the tables for you? After the introduction, we'll explore its long history, design, and legacy, and by the end of the video, I'll share how you can uncover its worth and even sell it. Stick around, because this one is more than just a $half. The 1989 Liberty $half is officially known as the Kennedy $half, continuing the series that began in 1964 following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparro. The coin was intended as both a tribute and a circulating currency. Even by 1989, it carried with it over 2 decades of emotional and national significance. On the obverse, the coin displays the iconic portrait of President Kennedy, strong and determined, symbolizing leadership and resilience. The reverse features the presidential coat of arms, with an eagle holding olive branches and arrows echoing strength and peace. This design had become familiar to Americans by 1989, Yet it never lost its aura of respect. The year 1989 sits in an important place in history. The United States was witnessing the end of the Cold War, with the Berlin Wall soon to fall. While the coin itself may not directly reflect these world-changing events, it was a silent witness carried in pockets, exchanged in stores, and saved in collections. Coins often outlast the moments of history they live through. And this $half is a perfect example. Mintage numbers for the 1989 $half were quite high. Millions were struck both in Philadelphia and Denver, as well as special proofs in San Francisco. For everyday circulation, the coin was common. But what makes some of these pieces stand out today is not just their history but their condition, rarity in certain grades, and errors that occurred during minting. Collectors know that the value of a 1989 $half varies greatly. A worn coin used in circulation may only be worth its face value. But when you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, a proof coin with deep cameo contrast, its worth grows significantly. Errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual mint marks can also boost the coin's desirability. These are the kinds of details that seasoned collectors search for, and even casual coin holders can stumble upon by chance. By the late 1980s, the $half had already become a denomination that saw limited use in circulation. Most people rarely encounter them in daily transactions, meaning many coins went directly into storage, rolls, or collections. This helps explain why uncirculated examples remain available to this day. The 1989 Liberty $half also symbolizes a bridge between generations. For older Americans, it was a reminder of Kennedy's presidency. For younger ones, it was simply a coin that looked different, bigger, and somehow more special than dimes or quarters. From a numismatic standpoint, coins like this one highlight the balance between mintage, volume, and collector interest. While millions were produced, only a small fraction survive today in top condition. And those are the coins that truly carry value in the marketplace. On platforms like eBay, these coins are often listed with a wide price range. Common circulated examples might sell for just slightly above face value, but proof coins in their original packaging can command far more. Some error coins or high-grade certified examples have been auctioned for surprising amounts, making this coin one to watch closely. Auction houses and coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have recorded notable sales for this $half, particularly when the coin has been preserved perfectly. That means if you've got one tucked away, it could be more than just spare change. Another fascinating detail is how the $half has endured as both a collector's item and a ceremonial coin. Even in 1989, it was already leaning away from being a circulation coin and moving toward the collector's market. That makes your 1989 $half part of a bigger story in US coinage history. Collectors often seek out complete runs of Kennedy $half from 1964 to present. That means your 1989 coin is essential in filling a gap in many sets. While it may not be the rarest year, it holds its place firmly as a necessary piece of the puzzle. If we step back and think about this coin as a historical artifact, it connects us to a time when American currency was shifting in use